legendary Library of Alexandria flourished in Egypt over 2,000 years ago, but the coolest new library in this town can be found in my front lawn. But before I talk to you about why I think little free libraries are an idea worth spreading, I'm going to talk to you about a big free library. When he was young, Andrew Carnegie was denied entrance to a library because he couldn't pay the membership fee. So after he made his cajillions, he made it his mission to help cities build public and free libraries. And some of you may have sat on these very steps after a wild evening of dancing at the Dawson City Music Festival. And perhaps you never realized that this is the northernmost Carnegie Library ever built. There are great things about Andrew Carnegie and his public libraries. There's lots of great books. There were professional librarians ready to give you recommendations about what books to read. And these are beautiful buildings. When this one was built in Dawson City, it was considered the most ornate building in the town. But libraries are expensive to build, and they're expensive to operate and heat. And if you lived in West Dawson, this wasn't very close to your cabin. Jeff Bezos has also had a great idea about how to get books into people's hands. Amazon is fantastic. It's open 24/7. It's full of lots of books. If you're at home at 2 a.m. and you've got, you like the new bestseller, plus some patio furniture, pet supplies, and gummy bears, you can go on your computer, order it up, and it'll be there a couple days later. But Amazon is overwhelmingly massive. There's no advice, no personal connection. It's just faceless software that's telling you what books you should read. Enter the Little Free Library. This is a simple box made from recycled materials by my neighbors and champions of literacy, Dave and Louie. It's 2 shelves with a collection that I rotate quite often. I love seeing people read, and I love when people talk about the books that they've been reading and share these books. And with a Little Free Library, I have all of that, and it's right by my kitchen window. I can just look out and see people stopping in. It's like a magnet. Hold on to your hats. This is the math portion of the presentation. Libraries don't just do Dewey anymore. So when you look at the Little Free Library against the public library, I'm open, the library's open 24/7. It's built and run by volunteers. There are no overdue fines. No one's gonna shh you. There's lots of parking, lots of space to sit down and enjoy your books. And the impact on the environment, 0. Stacked up against Amazon, it's a collection that's curated by a professional. It's a place where people want to meet, and the books are free. This is certainly one of the most unforgiving meteorological postings for an LFL, which is how we like to refer to it in my home. The other night, I was out shoveling snow from around the Little Free Library, creating a path, a job BTW I don't think the Phoenix Little Free Library steward is doing very often. And a man walked by with his family, and he opened the door to take a book out, and I apologized because I haven't put my Little Free Library battery light in yet. And he said, "No problem. It's going to be such a surprise when I get home and I find out what I'm going to read." Little Free Library is now part of the Riverdale streetscape. We're a destination for seniors on their walk-in, going for some fresh air. We're a place for kids waiting for the school bus in the morning to run over and see if they can find something new to read. And Exhibit 1, we're a place for up-and-coming Whitehorse graffiti artists to show their stuff. And when I first saw this, I was like, who would vandalize a Little Free Library? And then I thought, no, this is fantastic. We rate a tag. I like to believe that this tag says, I get great books here, and you can too. The first Little Free Library was built in Wisconsin in 2009, and I read an article about it, and I thought, I want to have one too. You have to be an optimist to be in the Little Free Library game. You have to believe that neighbors still want simple ways to connect with one another, and that people love to find new books to read and talk about it. Little free libraries can transform communities, and I'm not the only one who feels this way. When I joined the movement, we were small, and now there are over 8,000 little free libraries around the world. Be ready, there's one coming to a lawn near you. Thank you.